So Jordan is one of the great thinkers of our time, but I would say the greatest thinkers of our time is Michael Malice, who you've also got the chance to
Yeah.
talk to. So he wrote a book on North Korea.
Yeah.
It's an interesting style book. I
Yeah.
learned a lot from it. I learned a lot from Michael about it, and it's interesting that he chose North Korea as a thing to study. That he, of all people, this fascinating human being that is Michael, chose this darkest of aspects of humanity to study. What do you think of Michael? What do you think of his book on North Korea called Dear Reader that people should definitely check out?
Absolutely. So back then, when I reached out Michael through mutual friend in South Korea, my English wasn't good. So I got a copy in my hand. I tried to read, and a lot of them I didn't understand. So, but I thought it was very fascinating how he explained North Korea through the dear leader's perspective, right? As nobody has ever done that. And you can reveal so much about the state and the absurdity of entire situation. And also through humor. I think that's what's amazing about Michael is he knows the full gravity of tragedy. He knows the full suffering. He's not just like people here in America on the BuzzFeed making fun of Kim Jong-un's haircut.
Yeah,
They don't care what people go through. Michael cares. And
deeply cares, and then he still does ridiculous jokes. So that kind of reveals in a dark way the absurdity of evil.
Yeah.
And he does that masterfully. Do you?
He's a genius.
Yeah.
He's definitely a genius.
All right, let's if he watches this, then, let's not make his head too big here.
Yeah.
But is there some aspect to? I mean, there is an absurdity to the whole thing. Kim Jong-un is this. I mean, he's almost like a caricature of evil.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
A lot of people think it's a joke. They just think like this is too absurd. They laugh. Like, can you imagine you laugh at Holocaust? This is that ridiculous.
Can you maybe psychoanalyze that a little bit? Because that's where my mind goes too. Like, he's so ridiculous that you can't, it's almost like hard to believe this is real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that just my kind of, and people's desire to escape the cruelty of reality by just kind of making a joke out of it?
I think it is a few things, right? Like, so North Korea as a nation, number 1 or number 2 smartest IQ people in the world, despite their malnutrition. So there's, I mean, that's an interesting point. So in your sense, the people are not dumb.
Still carry the sort of the brilliance. There's a culture there that's like hungry to become realized. Like the people that were like that are silenced by the electricity, by the actually having no food, all those kinds of things. Like if you add the electricity, if you add the food, you're going to have a cultural center of the world.
Like South Korea. That's what they exactly did, right? The exact same Korea. One became world like 11th largest economy. One became the world's most like poorest nation, right? And this is the perfect example. Like I don't know if you read that book, Why Nation Fails. The system. It's not about a culture. It is not about people. It is not about IQ. What makes us different is the system. North Korea is a perfect example of that. One is exact same capability. We are a homogeneous like country, same language, tradition, all of that. We gave them different system. One is free democracy, one is dictatorship, and came up with the biggest different result. And I think North Korea reveals that to us. It's not because we are great that we are living in this prosperity. Free market. The ideas gave us to this. The system we built, our ancestors built, gave us this privilege. It's not us. Nothing is about us being special here, right? The system that we have is quite special. And North Korea proves that to us. It doesn't matter even if you're smart. That's all irrelevant. And I think that's why people just keep denying that they want to feel special. Like, because I'm awesome, I got all of this. Like, no, it's not you got this. And when people say like, I hate capitalism, it's like, without capitalism, how do you come up with this thing? Literally, how did you come up with this?
The systems matter. And they matter like way more than this individualistic society would like to imagine.
Mm-hmm. It is the most important thing you can have in life, choosing the right system.